Friends, we know that Earth is unique because we exist on Earth. Earth is a planet filled of life. It is basically every corner, nook and corner of Earth. You will see bacteria, virus, all kinds of life form. Even inside the Earth, there is so much life, and we think that the life may be in huge abundance across the universe. And we have lot of movies which are dedicated on basically creating alien life form, giving us impression that life may be available on different planets which we are trying to search. Are you looking for aliens in the form of
Yes, definitely. I'm looking for aliens, and not from today, but right from when I was in school. Because when I was in school, I have heard that Carl Sagan has sent the message in outer space, and he has put the message. Yes, we are located here. So I'm looking definitely. I'm a part of those people who look forward for aliens, because then we will shake hand, maybe going together somewhere on a next mission on maybe a different planet together. So I think that is quite a awesome situation and quite exciting about that.
Well, Kanchan, I think like you, there are billions of people who are waiting for first contact, as it is known as the first contact with a alien civilization, whether it is from our own solar system or outside of solar system. In fact, the famous movie Avatar has just come, where the first contact has been shown with the native species, and they have shown conflict arising between Earthlings and the species found on different solar system, where Earthlings are shown as invading aliens from their point of view, and these aliens outside in the solar system are peaceful variant of life form. So we have been looking around for these alien contact, as you have been saying that you have been hearing about UFOs, and so many other encounters have been witnessed. So why we have not been able to officially declare that there are no aliens? What do you think, Kanchan?
I think because maybe there are two reasons for that. Maybe we are not looking in a right way. That is one. Second, maybe we have the knowledge. Like James Webb is already there, and this satellite can see more than the previous satellite. So we have the knowledge. Maybe we are not disclosing, and there are findings. Many times I have read that we have life forms, maybe different life form, not exactly like us, but maybe carbon based, or maybe whatever is the base, maybe different set of aliens which we are not maybe prepared as a human race to be disclosed by the scientists. So maybe like films like Avatar or many other scientific films which are coming, these are making us to taking us actually towards the truth, and I think that is the way to make our race prepared for the first contact.
Well, the first contact might have happened already, because from many eons, many generations, we have been talking about, our ancestors have been talking about, writing about alien encounters. They have been witness to UFOs, and they are saying that they have been seeing these crafts from other worlds landing on Earth, and godlike creatures coming out. And you take any civilization, they are talking about alien encounter. It is Egyptian, it is Indian, and even Mayans, and they are talking about the interstellar travel. These advanced technology spacecrafts are already visiting, and things like that. So it is not something that we are still waiting, it is already happening. But when we look around using our huge telescopes outside, because these alien aircrafts are being witnessed by few, but when we like to look around for evidence from where these guys are coming, we don't get any evidence anywhere in our galaxy or from even our nearby solar systems of having any sort of industrial revolution going on any other planet. So this is a big question, and that is why, even though you say that you are waiting for announcement, but in reality that has been going on for many centuries, isn't it, Kanchan?
Yes, definitely, because in our, especially in Indian civilization, we have the references of gods and demigods who are coming from outside, and they are also going in different realms with the flick of eye. So we have all kind of instances there, and the question is, are we really going into and studying it deeply, and how far we can go to find out the alien civilization, and what are the impact it will have on human race? That is yet to be seen, or maybe yet to be understood, because I've heard one Carl Sagan has put the direction of Earth, and later on the scientists said no, otherwise we never know that what kind of alien they are, friendly or they are not, and in this way we are keeping ourselves on a spot which can result in a negativity. So I don't know, I mean, this is something which need a lot of research and maybe thought process, and I think not only scientific community, but I think general public has to be involved in this.
Absolutely. So this gives us, a lot of material to think about, and therefore the big question is, where is everybody? I think that's a big question, and in fact, this question itself is known as Fermi's Paradox. Why Fermi's Paradox? That we are made of such common material, very simple material. We are made of hydrogen, carbon. We need water, which is oxygen and hydrogen again. So we are made of the cheapest material. The life which is found on Earth is made of material which is in abundance across the universe. These are the basic blocks of material which is found everywhere. And if the life can exist on Earth after 4 billion years of existence, there may be another chance that universe must have given to life on some other area, on some other planet, inside some other area in the galaxy itself. And the galaxy is a very large place. There are at least 500 billion stars in our own galaxy and trillions of planets. So the odds of finding life should be tremendous. Yet the big question is, we don't get any evidence. You mentioned Carl Sagan, and he said, look, come to us, we are here. But then nobody has come so far, and yet we keep seeing these UFOs flying around silently. There are visitations by only few people who are lucky enough to experience these visitations. And when we want to substantiate these visitations by evidence, we don't get these evidence. So that is a big question. It's a paradox. That is why it is known as Fermi's Paradox, because the scientist's name who actually proposed asking a very simple question, where is everybody, became the most profound paradox of mankind. And that is what we are trying to address in our video today. Where is everybody? Maybe we are looking in a different direction. Maybe we are looking at a wrong place. Isn't it, Kanchan? What is your thinking on this?
Well, I think in this topic and this research require more effort, and because scientists already found out there are some habitable zone in the universe, in the galaxy. So I think and going to far-reaching places require tremendous effort, tremendous time, and we have to come out of those parameters where this can be decreased, where in our Hindu civilizations and all Puranas and texts, it is written that people used to travel by flick of eye. I think that is a technology people must have seen that, and that's why it's been recorded. So I think we need more research, and we may need wormholes or maybe lesser parameters of travel to different places in the universe. And in this process, if we are able to do that, we will be able to find in the habitable zone many more planets. So I think here we are stuck. We need more insight and experiment and effort.
Well, you mentioned habitable zone. So let us now understand what is that we are looking for. We are actually looking for human type people, because we think that this is the important water may be important for development of life or evolution of life itself, or even birth of life, because this is how the life evolved on earth. And for water to exist in liquid form, there are zones where water can naturally exist in liquid form. Why water has to be liquid? Simply because water is a universal solvent. It has the ability to mix things and churn them around. And if the mixing is happening, churning is happening, then there is some chemical reaction going on which will help emergence of life. So our belief system is that these habitable zones, which are shown in green, and we also know that in the green zone here on the picture, the water can exist in liquid form. If it is further closer to the star, then the water will evaporate, become gas, and then it will not allow the chemical reaction to happen. Similarly, if it is further out, then it will freeze. Again, it will not allow the chemical reaction to happen. And based on the size of the star, the bigger the star, it is hotter and generate lot of energy. So the habitable zone, which is shown in green, is actually much bigger, much wider, much towards the exterior of the solar system. However, in a mediocre star like Sun, all three planets, which is Venus, Earth and Mars, they are present in the habitable zone. Earth is in the right middle of the habitable zone. Venus is in the interior or the extreme most interior line of the habitable zone, and Mars is on the exterior line. But we have not been able to find any evidence of life on Venus as well as Mars. So we'll come to that. And if the star is smaller, then the habitable zone will also shrink towards the star itself. So the smaller stars like red dwarf, etc. So we know that we are looking for these kind of conditions, and we are looking for similar systems because we are looking for life which is similar to us. I think we are looking at the wrong place. What do you think, Kanchan?
Yes, because we don't know, because many people, and as well as inscription says that Earth is of its own kind, and I think we are searching for humans in other planets, but maybe the life form may be of a different kind we may encounter, and we don't have knowledge, because I don't think so we will get human-like civilization in any of the planet.
Well, in addition to finding these habitable zone in our solar system, now scientists also found that for greater habitability, there are specific regions in our galaxy which are conducive for life to evolve. So it's not only the solar system to have habitable zone, but the solar system or the star must exist in this zone for better chances for life to evolve. So scientists are now very fixated on these two parameters. That means the habitable zone, which is also known as Goldilocks zone. So they are looking for Goldilocks zone, any planet existing in that area of a solar system within this area in the Milky Way galaxy. So so far we have not got any success. We have not been able to find any planets similar to what we have on Earth, or similar conditions like we find on Earth. However, there are trillions of planets. So what these trillions of planets have been created for, why so many 500 million stars exist in our galaxy, and why there is no life, why Earth is the only place where we find life, evidence of life, is a profound question, Kanchan. Do you have any comment on this?
As I have discussed earlier also, because we have now scientists, as you said, are fixated on the galactical habitable zone, and as well as the planets who should fall into this galactical habitable zone. And this is a vast area, and we don't have a technology to really move around in each and every planet and find out whether it is habitable or not, because we are yet but traveling to far planet will take lot of time, maybe generations. So we are not prepared to really travel so far and waste our generation to locate only one planet. So I think traveling is where the challenges are there, and definitely I don't doubt scientists that in habitable zone there will be life forms, but we are not aware of it.
Well, traveling is out of the question anyway. So the scientists are looking for evidence itself by observing this area. But maybe they are looking in the wrong places, because they are looking for Earth-like conditions. So now the scientists are debating that since they are looking in a wrong place, most of the other intelligent life forms may be overlooked. So now gradually scientists are moving their area of observation towards something called SOOT line. SOOT line is the place where the carbon basically is much more in abundance. And SOOT line is basically the line which you see when you burn carbon and then it freezes again. In the steam engine or in the coal factories, these lines which is formed, the blackness is called SOOT line. So now scientists are now fondly calling it SOOT line of the solar system, which is further out from the Goldilocks zone as we know it today. Now, when the star is new, most of the material was like carbon, hydrogen, water, etc. already existed in this part of the space. Star is entirely made of hydrogen, mostly hydrogen, and then has traces of other elements like helium and carbon, etc. within the star. But lot of this material like water, carbon, nitrogen, etc. get pushed out as the star ignites. It basically takes shape, and once it is getting pushed out, then using this leftover material, the planets are formed. So water exists in the Goldilocks zone, as I explained in the previous slide. However, the SOOT line is further out in our solar system. The SOOT line in our solar system exists where the Jupiter is, and if you now compare the planets which exist on the SOOT line or beyond, they are very rich in water. They are extremely rich in carbon. And if you look at Earth, even though we take pride in having every corner, nook and corner, every gram of Earth soil has life made of carbon and oxygen. However, in these two areas, Earth is not basically getting full marks. When it comes to water, Earth has only less than 1% water of the entire planet. If you just take the volume of the Earth, 99% or 99.5% material is the silica or the rocks, and 0.5% is the water, which is essential for life to develop as far as we are concerned. And then we are made of carbon. Every life form on Earth is made of carbon. Now carbon is also very poor on Earth, and outer solar system gas giants are very rich in carbon. So the scientists are now believing that we should not be looking for life forms which are similar to us. Rather, we should be looking for other type of life which are so different from us. But since carbon is the basic building block of life, we should be looking for carbon, we should not be looking for liquid water. That is the change that has come, and that is what we want to basically explain to our viewers. You have any comments on this, Kanchan?
Well, this is a new finding, and many people may not know it. And as you told that the building blocks is made up of carbon, and when we are talking about us, I mean being made of carbon. So I'm sure that when carbon and hydrogen, which is abundance in the universe, so there's no doubt. I really fully believe that the life forms are out there on the planets. But yes, we yet to find them.
Absolutely. So there are new initiatives which are being taken up by ESA and also NASA, because these two space agencies are way ahead in their technology, and they have already planned their probes, Clipper and JUICE, which are on way right now to study the outer solar systems, and we know that there are satellites which show a lot of promise of having life, different kinds of life form which are entirely made of carbon and hydrogen, may not require water, because these kind of life form will thrive very actively in methane atmosphere, and therefore places like Europa, Titan, Ganymede, Callisto becomes a good candidate to study those kind of life forms in our solar system. So if we are able to find evidence of a complex life within our solar system, that will give us hope, and that will give us because these areas are very rich in carbon, and these are actually beyond the SOOT line in our own solar system. So that will give us confidence that we should be looking for these areas, and the life form may be entirely made of carbon, complex life form, maybe intelligent civilizations in this area, rather than finding life form in the inner solar system.
Right.
Therefore, it is very important to make the study of Europa and Titan. Titan is basically in Uranus, and Europa is in Jupiter, showing very high promising conditions for carbon and methane based life form. Are you excited, Kanchan?
I'm very excited, and I would like to really, because it is a matter of extending our horizon, our thought process, our information. So actually, I'm really, really excited, and I want to learn about outer space, new civilization. Maybe they may be having some new customs. So it will be really definitely very good to know beyond us there is somebody who exist, and I think if they are friendly, then I think it is a cherry on the cake. Otherwise we have to handle it, so we will.
Well, that question will come later. I mean, first of all, the big question is where is everybody? I think we have not been able to find even a single radio signal from any part of the universe outside of Earth. However, we also know, in addition to what we have discussed so far, that the red dwarf stars have a very, very long shelf life. They exist for at least 2 to 3 trillion years, at least 20 times more than sun. So scientists have been saying that if there are soot lines around these smaller stars which have very long life, they may be conducive for carbon based life form of a different kind, not like humans, not like the carbon life we find on Earth, but the carbon life form which is found in colder areas of the solar system. And if there is super Earth in these star systems, that will actually give us a lot of confidence that there could be a different kind of carbon based life which does not breathe oxygen, does not require a lot of water. And in fact, there are several planets have been noticed which are very, very rich, extremely rich in carbon. There are planets which are very dark also, because the light does not reach these planets. And if we start pointing our JWST towards these planets, these are super Earth, that means lot of thicker atmosphere, lot of carbon, and if the carbon is there, methane is there, just like the environment we had in the early age of Earth, then we can actually be very confident that we may start seeing life forms, maybe civilizations, advanced civilizations built by cities, built by aliens, spaceships, space colonies built by advanced aliens in these areas of our universe, simply because the red dwarf stars have longer life, and they will give longer duration for the complex carbon based life form to evolve, because on Earth we have taken 5 billion years to come to this stage, whereas if you give 20 times more time, then you can imagine how much complex the civilization could be, isn't it, Kanchan?
Yes, definitely. We also look forward, because this is quite a alien atmosphere, and to dig into this and find out information and find out that yes, there's a life form somewhere. And I think that is quite exciting, and it's good also, because we will not be alone in that case.
Absolutely. So what we should be looking at is the carbon and availability of carbon, where the carbon is in abundance, and if the carbon combines with hydrogen in ethane, ocean of methane, like we have on Europa or Callisto or Ganymede, then there could be a different form of life form that we can encounter. And the upcoming probes by NASA and ESA are very important, because these probes will then strengthen our confidence and justify that the new thinking is in the right direction to look for
Right.
extraterrestrial life forms.
So it was, we look forward for that, and I think our viewers should also find out if they are interested in outer space stories. I think this is time has come that you should study and find out, because if you are interested, I think you can also do wonders, and you can also associate and contribute in the scientific community.
Absolutely, friends. So if you know more than what we have discussed, feel free to send in your comments. So we will catch you very soon.
Bye bye.